Welcome to 80s in the Sand.
Sunny 93.3, thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour, broadcasting from Punta Cana.
Punta Cana.
It's 80s in the Sand, and we've had so much fun. This is our third year.
Oh my gosh, this is the best vacation
This is
ever.
Our third year of doing this event. And then we did another one called 80s in the Desert, which was in Vegas. We did that. So we've been to all four events. And I've
all
talked
of these
to
events are amazing.
so many of the people that are here that have been to multiple. Coming up in just a moment, one of the people has been to multiple events like this, a young lady by the name of Olivia, and you might know her mother. If you've seen Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, you've seen her. Her name is Diane Franklin. If you've seen Better Off Dead, she was Monique.
The French
foreign exchange student. Well, her daughter looks, I think, almost identical to her.
Her daughter is beautiful.
She is beautiful. She's only 23, and she's sitting over here. We're going to go chat with her in just a moment. That's on the way on Sunny 93.3.
Before you know it, Christmas will be here. Are you ready? If you plan to use a credit card while shopping, make sure you have the very best credit card for you. It's free to click around and see what we can do for you at bettercreditcards.net. We have options from many different banks and different credit card companies who put out their best offers to earn your business. See if we can help you get a better credit card at bettercreditcards.net. Bettercreditcards.net. That's bettercreditcards.net.
Sunny 93.3, thank you so much for listening. We're broadcasting from 80s in the Sand, and right now we just caught up with Olivia. Diane Franklin is here, and it's her daughter. She's Olivia De Laurentiis. Am I saying it right?
Yep, that's right. Hi, how are you?
Fantastic. Now, you've got kind of some really fun stuff you've had a chance to. You've done several movies, and I've had a chance to watch some of these.
That's so cool. Yeah, no,
you have fun, don't you?
I do. I mean, my mom is a fun person, and she always kind of like raised me to do fun things and make stuff on my own. So, I most recently I have a show with Snapchat called Apocalypse Goals that I created and wrote and directed with my comedy partner Sydney Heller, and we're both in it. And then I was on a show called Prank Encounters, which is a Netflix show with the kid from Stranger Things, Gaten Matarazzo, who is awesome.
That's really cool. Is that on Netflix, you said?
Yeah,
what's it called?
Prank Encounters.
I'll have to check that one. I haven't seen that. Now, I
saw it's super fun.
There were some movies there was one I think you even had your mother in, right?
Yeah, when I was in high school, I did a bunch of movies. Like I made short films and put them in like film festivals and stuff. And I put her in a bunch of them. And
it's like, hey, Mom, I need you.
Yeah,
so.
No, exactly. No, it was funny because she would act in them, but she would also basically be the line producer, and like she'd lay on the hood of a car to get a shot, and it was pretty funny.
Craft services making you sandwiches.
Yes. She would like bring a whole. Yeah, she was like which is really cool because she's so not a diva on any level. Like she's such a punk person that it was just cool to.
We met you guys here at 80s in the Sand 3 years ago, which is crazy, and then I've seen your mother several times, and you here as well. This is your third year here too, right?
My third year. Yep.
So you guys know you're going to be in 2020?
I would love to. I mean, we all want to. So I'm if
you're lobbying for that.
Yeah, if everyone's in, I'm in. Like I'm all in.
Yeah, it's so much fun. For people who've never been to 80s in the Sand, how would you describe this to them?
Well, here's the thing. If you're me and you're 23, it's kind of like a big, cool dream because there's flashing lights and the final countdown is playing and there's like people walking around everywhere. But if you are a person who was alive during the 80s, it's probably the most fantastic event ever, just because there's like everyone here is so nice and so happy, and just it's so well done and so well put together, and everybody. Basically, you just walk around and like people you walk by will be like people in bands from the 80s or actors from the 80s, and you'll just hang out with them, and it's super normal and super cool. And the Dominican Republic's great. It's just, I would say it's like probably my favorite thing ever.
That's awesome. And I had somebody describe it as this would be like a class reunion if you got along with everybody you went to school with, and it was the coolest school in the world.
Yes, exactly. I think that's really accurate. It's just funny because like I just love how absurd everything is here. Like you can walk into a concert and you don't have to pay, you don't have to stay the whole time. You can just walk in and everything is so easy that it feels surreal. But I love that about it because I love when things feel surreal because things that don't are boring.
There you go. Well, thank you so much for being here, and thanks for chatting with us.
Totally. Thank you so much.
And we're hoping to catch up with your mother later this week.
Hell yes. She actually just called me to tell me that they are in the lobby, is what she wrote.
There you go. Well, you tell her we said hello. We'll catch up with her later in the week.
I will. Okay, awesome. Have a great one. Great
Absolutely.
seeing you.
Olivia right there. And I'm going to throw a link to some of her info. You got to see all of her stuff. We'll do that at facebook.com/Sunny Radio, broadcasting from 80s in the Sand on Sunny.
If you have a drug problem, don't let it ruin your life. You can be in treatment as soon as tomorrow, and you can start to get clean in as little as 7 days. Take the first step to get drugs out of your life at timeforrehab.com. Your insurance may cover everything, so you really have nothing to lose. Timeforrehab.com. Start your new life. You deserve it. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Sunny 93.3. Thank you so much for listening on this Tuesday. Coming up here in just a bit, we're going to see if we can rope a rock star. Heidi's got an eye on, she thinks...
I see him. I want to talk to him.
A gentleman from Kicks. They just performed on Sunday night here at 80s in the Sand. But this is the cool thing about this event.
It's beautiful. Every time you walk around, you're seeing somebody else. You're like, oh my gosh, that's Kicks. Oh my gosh, that's them. Oh my gosh, this is this actor. And you get to just talk to them and hang out with them and hot tub with them and eat with them. It is the best vacation
Take a shower with them. They'll scrub
life.
your back. Okay, they don't do that.
No, they won't. Well, maybe for the right amount of money. I mean, you know.
No, it is a ton of fun. 80s in the Sand is the name of the event. We're going to throw a link to the information to get tickets for next year. Now, we're in Punta Cana right now. Next year, it's in Mexico.
Yes, it is.
And there's quite a lineup for next year. But we're going to throw a link to all of the information at facebook.com/Sunny Radio. And Heidi's going to go snag this gentleman from Kicks.
I am. I'm going to go give him a hug.
That's on the way. Thanks for listening to Sunny 93.3.
The average household has thousands of dollars in credit card debt. If you find yourself in that position and you're making minimum payments, you could be in debt for a long time. Make sure you have the very best card with the very best rates at bettercreditcards.net. We work with different banks and different credit card companies who put out their best offers to earn your business. See if we can help you get a better credit card at bettercreditcards.net, bettercreditcards.net. That's bettercreditcards.net.
Sunny 93.3 broadcasting from 80s in the Sand, and I've got a gentleman here from Kicks. What was your first name, sir?
Steve Whiteman.
You did a great job, by the way.
I know.
Now, how long? I love it. How long have you been performing?
40 years.
You're kind of getting the hang of this, aren't you?
A little bit. I'm catching on now.
No, it's really, really good. Now, you guys did a phenomenal job. So thanks for coming to 80s in the Sand.
Thank you. It's nice to be here. It's paradise here. I mean, come on.
Now, how would you describe 80s in the Sand to somebody that's never been here before?
It's my first time, and I guess rock and roll fans who love rock and roll music are having a great time and enjoying paradise at the same time.
And the thing that's really cool, like right here, we're just outside and we bump into you and we get to talk to rock stars from the 80s. How cool is that? For me, anyway.
I don't know about rock stars, but it's cool to meet you, and I appreciate you stopping me.
Yeah, it's very cool. Well, thank you very much for being here, and thanks for being a part of this. And we're going to play some music from Kicks right now as well. But let's talk a little bit about what you guys are doing nowadays. Do you have any new music that you've done recently?
We're working on a new record right now. The new music these days don't mean that much.
Well, and the tough thing is, I've had this discussion with several people that have done, phenomenal music from the 80s and the 90s and the 70s, and they're saying, it's just not a venue. People that are, nowadays they're not finding it. But boy, with the internet, I still love the fact that musicians are putting out new stuff, and I hope that people do find it, because some of the best work is the latest work that I'm seeing from these artists. So yep. I encourage you guys to keep doing it.
No, I agree. It's a matter of integrity. And how much do you love creating? How much do you love making new music, even if it only hits the diehard fans and those who, by word of mouth, pick it up?
Yeah.
It's about continuing. You're not trying to impress millions anymore. Yeah. You're trying to impress the ones that truly love you.
And it's an opportunity to say, hey, I got this song in my heart and I want to get it out, and I'm gonna put it out there, and I think that's to me that's just the coolest thing about music. So.
Exactly. Yep. I mean, if you stop writing, then you stop I don't know. Your creativity is what drives you.
Absolutely. So if people would like to follow you guys, are you on some of the social medias out there as well?
I'm sure we are.
It's like, yeah, we're on, whatever. You can find us. Find us on MySpace or wherever.
Kicks.com, I guess.
There we go.
Yeah.
We'll send them there. Well, thank you so much for chatting with us.
You're welcome.
And folks, if you don't have tickets to join us next year, you absolutely positively need to do that. And I noticed they changed it from 80s in the Sand. I just watched a video last night. It said The Sands. So Little River Band's going to be here next year. We've got a bunch of phenomenal. I'm going to throw a link online to make it really easy to find all of that. And then also throw a link to Kicks so you can find that. Music from Kicks right now on Sunny 93.3.
If you can't have a drink without it leading to another drink and another drink, maybe it's time to get help. There are programs designed to help take alcohol out of your life for good at timeforrehab.com. Don't let a drinking problem spill over into other areas of your life. Get help to quit drinking and start living the life you truly deserve at timeforrehab.com. Your insurance may cover everything. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Sunny 93.3 broadcasting from Punta Cana. Have you had fun so far, Heidi?
Oh, it's just been a blessing to be here. I'm so pleased to be here.
Well, we are going to be heading back into our room because we've got a really cool little suite set up here where we're broadcasting, doing our show. Because in addition to the show on Sunny, a lot of folks listening might not know this, but we have a radio show that's syndicated on stations all over the country.
Yes, we do.
So we're going to go back in our room now and finish up that program. We're going to be calling Charlie for a little thing called Tuesdays with Charlie. But each morning, we're doing some breaks just for Sunny, like we do back home. Like when we're home, we have Dan usually come in. We do all kinds of fun local breaks. This week, since we're on vacation here for 80s in the Sand, we'll be doing breaks, and we're going to try to rope in as many 80s people as we can, see if we can get some more of the movie stars and actors and some of the rock stars to do some interviews with us. Debbie Gibson is here. Tone Loc is here.
How
Greg Kinn,
great is that?
Sammy Hagar. I mean, there's a ton of people.
Yeah,
and
great week.
Today we had a chance to visit with a really cool dude from Kicks, and we had a chance to talk to Olivia. That's Diane Franklin's daughter. We're going to be talking with Diane later this week. Amanda Wiss we'll be talking to later this week. A lot of other folks from the 80s, movies and television shows and music and fun. And I encourage people, come with us next year. Do you think that would be fun?
Oh, absolutely. Don't miss it because it is without a doubt the best vacation you will ever have.
It is so much fun. 80sinthesand.com is the website. And if you go there right now, you can see the lineup. They just announced Belinda Carlisle is going to be there next year, too.
How great is that?
Yeah, so next year they're going to have Cheap Trick, Belinda Carlisle. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Oh, it's huge.
All the details at 80sinthesand.com. Coming up in a bit, we've got Tuesdays with Charlie. That's on the way on Sunny 93.3.